Joining me now is Sarnia Mayor Mike Bradley. All right, Mayor, we have a date, November 8th. Your reaction?
Well, Jennifer, it's welcome that there is a date. Now we can plan what needs to happen next. But there's still some unanswered questions. Will they accept some of the vaccines that Canada has accepted and urged our public to take? That's a big question for many Canadians. And the second part is the cost of testing. If Canada is going to continue to insist on testing coming back into this country, it is going to be a detriment. It will be a real detriment. And I was quite disappointed with the Deputy Prime Minister's comments yesterday in Washington. The rules are the rules. Well, who makes those rules? It's the federal government of Canada. So I would hope that they would recognize that they are putting in place impediments to travel at the same time that we're moving forward on trying to reduce the risk and the challenges of traveling. So it's a very mixed message right now out of Ottawa.
Yeah, I'm going to address all the points you raised because they're good ones. Let's start with the Deputy Prime Minister yesterday. I watched her talk about how Canada is moving forward as Canada does with an abundance of caution, just to paraphrase what she said. But it made me think of people who cross the border for a day trip and come back. That's the norm, and if they're vaccinated, it shouldn't be a problem, but they're still required to now PCR test before they come back to Canada, and that can be financially prohibitive.
It is. I mean, it will be, it's the emerging issue from the feedback I'm getting in a border city like Sarnia, and I believe the other border mayors are getting the same response. If you're double vaccinated and you've done the right thing by doing that, and you're approved to travel, then we don't need this bureaucratic extra cost that will impede that travel. And that works both ways. So that's very, very puzzling. And again, those comments about the rules are the rules. Well, the federal government sets those rules. And I honestly believe in the Ottawa bubble, they have very little understanding of the dynamics of border cities, how they function. And this will, again, in places like Windsor and Sarnia and Niagara Falls, it will be an impediment unless they change it as it relates to testing.
Does it feel a little patriarchal or matriarchal, kind of like a parent scolding a child? You got to follow the rules.
Well, that's exactly how it came across. You know, that I'm the headmaster and these are the rules and you've got to follow them. And yet in the border cities, we've been trying to tell them for quite some time. In Ottawa, this is how our communities function. This is the day-to-day activities that go on. And particularly situations that I've been dealing with the last 24 hours, it's on the issue of people, family reunification, or going to see loved ones and then coming back. And the expense of doing that is going to be huge. So they need to address that. And then on the vaccine issue, they need to move forward and press the Biden administration to accept the recommendations of the World Health Organization and allow some of the vaccines used in Canada to be accepted in the U.S. for travel.
Mayor, I'm almost out of time. And to that point, why do you think it's been so piecemeal from the White House?
Well, I think there's apprehension, and I think it's all about Mexico. They seem to treat us the same way, and it's not the case. But who knows? The fact is we are moving forward, and that is a good thing.
November 8th. Mayor Mike Bradley from Sarnia. Good to talk to you as always. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Jennifer.